I said was the manufacturing jobs, which is a subset. There's design jobs, there's marketing jobs, there's systems engineering jobs. Manufacturing jobs is a subset of the total of 5,400 jobs. Those are the jobs that are in jeopardy when power costs go up. General Electric in Rutland has the same considerations. A decade ago, General Electric had 2,200 employees. Today they have 1,000 employees. They're putting out twice as much product with half the employees. Once again, the cost of power and the capital-intensive nature of manufacturing today consumes a lot of power. So these are considerations for all manufacturers, and I'm glad to clarify the question.
But did IBM actually tell you then that those manufacturing jobs would leave if Vermont Yankee was shut down? Because that seemed to be, at the St. Albans debate, what was inferred in your comment.
Well, I stand by my comment. I mean, my comment, I stand by my comment. The manufacturing jobs would be at risk if power went up, as was anticipated by some scenarios. I stand by my comments. So,
Governor, did the Lieutenant Governor come to you in the spring and say, so-and-so from IBM just told me if we lose Vermont Yankee, those manufacturing jobs might go to Quebec?
Well, as I say, I have conversations with the company all the time, so I have a pretty good sense of what they need, what they expect, what's going to make a difference in terms of their continued success here, and access to cost-effective, stable electricity is something they really need.
Did he say that to you, though?
Well, I have my own independent conversations with the company on a regular basis, so I certainly have the same sense of what they believe is a priority for them.
So did they say that they would be looking to move manufacturing jobs if Vermont Yankee closed?
Well, they have grown in New York, they've grown in India, they've expanded operations in places other than Vermont, which, as Brian noted, is not as large a workforce as it once was. But they have made clear to me the elements of success that are important to them, and electricity is among them.
This seemed more specific, though, that we take the manufacturing jobs to Quebec if Vermont Yankee closes. Was that ever posed to you?
Well, I think we're parsing words. They've made it clear to me that low-cost, stable electricity is very important to their continued operation.
But that's different than saying we're going to take our jobs and leave. Saying I would like to have this is different than saying if I don't get this, I'm leaving.
Well, I don't know.
yeah, and that's why I think it was important for me to say it was never if we don't get this, we're leaving. The context of the conversation was IBM has launched an initiative to save 1 million kilowatts in 1,000 days under the SMART initiative. It's a gut-churning goal. In their words, it's a gut-churning goal. They hope to reduce it's a stretch goal. They hope to reduce their power consumption by 25% over the next 3 years. And the statement that I made was, from some level, if they're not successful, they may be forced to take their manufacturing jobs to another location like Bromont, Quebec, where the cost of power is considerably lower. No threat, no threat. It's a company is trying to take control of their own destiny, and I've suggested, as Vermont's governor, I would like to take that same initiative and take it statewide. What a great goal to have for a state to reduce our consumption by 25% over 3 years. That is a great stretch goal. So that is no threat. Nobody wants to do anything. It's just the global competition that our manufacturers feel. I was down in Bellows Falls talking to Vermed. Vermed makes biosensors in Bellows Falls, Vermont. The CEO of Green Mountain Power was just recently in and saying, you know, we have the lowest electrical costs in New England. And the CEO of Vermed said, I'm not competing against New England. I'm competing against China. I'm competing against the world. So there's no threat here. There's an initiative of a company that's trying to keep 5,400 jobs that has launched a goal under their own SMART initiative to save 25% of their power, 1 million kilowatts over 1,000 days. And it's critically important that we assist and work alongside them as they do. And what I'm suggesting to do is cost of power for dairy farmers or senior citizens living on a fixed income or a manufacturer like IBM is really, really important stuff.
You've not said who told you that at IBM. How is that any different than Peter Shumlin telling who told him about the ticket, or who he had that conversation with? Either one would shed light on whether this really happened.
Well, one is a a violation of law, and the other one is a private conversation that I had with a member of a corporation that I just choose to, I'm willing to accept your questions as someone who has served on a school board and served as a lieutenant governor. I'm willing to accept your questions, and I'll just leave it at that.
I took Governor Douglas's answer to this question to mean he does not think that Peter Shumlin is a man of integrity. Do you think that Peter Shumlin is a man of integrity?
You know what I'm going to focus on in the 27 days? I am going to focus on my campaign. My campaign is focused on my jobs plan that I've compiled, 26 pages, a 10-point jobs plan. I'm going to continue when my opponent raises an issue that I think is not in context of my understanding of how to protect the public safety issues. I'm going to raise my concerns, but I'm going to focus on my jobs plan, my 10-point jobs plan about how I think we can make a great state an even better state, and that's going to be my focus as a candidate for governor.
Your campaign has focused a great deal on Peter Shumlin. To this point, you've got 3 bullet items here in this commercial. Integrity is one of them. Integrity is one of the 3 key ingredients here. You say you've got it. Voters might look to you. Does Peter Shumlin have it? Does Peter Shumlin have integrity?
No, actually, the governor said that the lieutenant governor has integrity. I'm accountable for my campaign. I'm running a campaign that's focused on the issues. We're going to continue to talk about the 10 points of my jobs plan, and that's going to be my focus.
So you won't say yes or no whether you think Peter Shumlin is a man of integrity?
You know what? I served with Senator Shumlin for 4 years. I'll let Senator Shumlin's words speak for themselves. My campaign is focused on the ideas that are driving me, compelling me to be a candidate for governor, to try to address the fact that we have the highest property taxes in the country. Our regulatory environment could be improved. I've got ideas of how to do that. I think we could save lives and save dollars by implementing my health care reform agenda, expanding the blueprint for health, expanding the chronic care initiative. That's going to be the focus of my essence and my candidacy as a candidate for governor for the state of Vermont.
Do you think a crime was committed then in the conversation about the ticket?
You know what?
Well, you brought up that wording, is why I asked.
Well, there was a violation of a motor vehicle, whatever. There's a violation of
a civil violation.
But okay, I thought you meant the conversation to ask about the ticket.
No, I'm not I have not invested any kind of time of analyzing what was. But to make an analogy between a speeding ticket and a private conversation, I don't see the comparison there. But that would be, that's my assessment.
Do you have any sense of how the police report detailing Senator Shumlin's run-in with the Burlington PD at the airport came to light?
No, I do not. I will say, in the context of this is personal to me. 9/11 is a very personal thing to all of us. It's a personal thing to me. This is 2 weeks after my coworkers at American Airlines struggled with Richard Reed. I understand people get frustrated in lines at airport security, but in the context of when it happened, I find difficult to understand making a joke 2 weeks after a very difficult situation was averted because of the bravery of some American Airlines flight attendants. And
you guys are going to be in an RV together all weekend?
Yeah, looking forward to it. We've got a debate tonight, and this weekend we're doing a statewide tour and looking forward to it.
Are you guys sleeping in the RV?
Well, we might. We'll get permission from our wives. We might do that. I don't think. What do you think, Governor? Are we going to do that, or?
Well, I've got to go to Pulteney Rotary on Saturday night.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I probably will.
Okay. Probably not. Probably not.
Who picks the tunes? Who picks the tunes?